consistent shot is my logic. Because
setup wise for me, he's looking pretty good. Grip wise, we made a little tweak there.
Yeah.
Again, across the joint of the fingers there. So
the
yours is kind of more up in the pad. Yeah,
it
should be more in the sort of the second pad here. So
that over when you come to sat rather than I was going
exactly. You're going underneath,
trying to twist over.
Exactly, and then when you see your elbow sticking out sideways, there,
doing something
it makes it very awkward. Okay, so gripping across the fingers there, sort of the joint of your little finger, kind of diagonally across or towards the end of your index finger there. As a checkpoint for you, the sort of back three fingers coming off, can you support the club there comfortably? Seeing the black on your logo there, on your glove there, that kind of thing, is going to give you some indication of where you're going to be. The left-hand one here is your before. Now, the lines on here are going to make sense when you see them in a second. Set it there, looking down the line, like I said, pretty good, okay? But as you swung the top of the backswing, okay, now we drop. So this dropping here is generally a sign of someone trying to hit it harder than they want to by pulling the arms down.
It's that hip is the giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah, you're dropping down. There's a lot of sort of squat down. The posture's being lost. And just an impact there, you can see that club. The next round that goes a bit further. The knees have gone down quite a lot. Your posture's changed tight a lot. Your arms having to bend in. Now, if your arms didn't bend in enough, your club's hitting the ground behind the golf ball. Okay, so if nothing changes except your height, you hit the ground early. What you did to sort of compensate was you see your arms there, pulling them in. And if you drop 4 inches and pull your arms in 4 inches, you might get lucky and hit a straight shot. Chances are, when you go forwards, when you go this way down towards the golf ball, the club now is going to swing from more on this side of the golf ball, which means it's going to come across, strike the ball well, and we slice it. So the game you had the last, exactly, that was the one you were having
just by chance.
Yeah, you were just sort of pulling everything in, and you have to make a good shot. Whereas this one today, so you haven't pulled in enough, you've kicked the hosel of the golf club and the ball, and you can see sort of shooting off the side there, okay? So that is kind of your impact there, okay? Again, same good setup. We're keeping the width in the swing, the hands are a lot higher. From here now, the arms are just falling, okay? There's a little bit of a drop there, but that movement there now, there's not really much loss of height. The impact, there's your connection. And look how much taller you look there now. I mean, just your back looks more healthy to me. Your right foot's on the ground more, the knees are coming in, and you can kind of twist through with some kind of control there. Whereas that position there now looks a bit awkward to try and get your own way. Sort of coming round, and sort of the club's a bit sort of out of control around here. It's a bit wobbly. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, that club at this frame there is kind of like trying to help it round, whereas this one now is working much more over your right shoulder and underneath. Okay, so sort of that falls down there. Good strike of the balls we can see, and the club just sort of twisting over. So it just looks a smoother, more repeatable movement. And the height of your head now is not really changing that much. So the arms don't need to bend into your body to compensate. Whereas this one, there's a big old change there. So the main things to think about, if you hit bad shots, and again, unfortunately, we're going to do that on a fair occasion, okay? So almost like fault finder, okay? So I'll have like a flow chart. So did I hit the golf ball well? Yes or no? If yes, hit another one. If it's no, what was the bad shot? Was it ground first?
Yep.
Did it slice? Did I hit the ground behind the golf? So did I shank it, okay? These movements here where you either hit the shank of the club right in that corner with the shaft and the head joint, or you hit the ground behind the golf ball, or you slice it, there's a very good opportunity, or very good likelihood that you're going to be dropping down in here with the body. So you're basically narrowing the distance between you and the golf ball, yeah? Yep. So if we measured from your sort of head there to the golf ball, we'll call that, say, 1.5 meters. As you come back to the golf ball now, it's now 1 meter. So your arm's got to pull in 0.5 meter to adjust to that, okay? So if you do it correctly, or the adjusted amount is correct, you'll hit a reasonable shot, but it'll probably be a bit slicey, okay? If it's a shank or hit the ground behind the ball, then you've lost your posture, okay? Then you've got to start thinking about maintaining that posture as the arms fall. If you start topping the golf ball, so you're missing the ground completely, maybe catching the toe end of the golf club or some different type of shot where you feel the ball is just too far away, you've just pulled your arms in, okay, and your posture is maintained.
You've kept your
you've kept it, exactly.
You've pulled
somewhere. So what we don't want to do is when we top the golf ball, think, oh, I must get lower and start losing your posture. You've got to think that
you're slipping between two extremes.
Exactly. You've either got drop and pull in, or either way, or not the case it may be, and you either hit the ground behind the ball or top it, and you're just basically relying on a bit of luck and judgment, really. We want to try and maintain your height. And from here, as we said, the arms are just falling down, so you're getting that kind of pebble skimming position here. Right arm into your rib cage, left arm underneath your chin, and from there now we just whack the bag Okay, swing through and twist the target in a bit of control there, nice and balanced.
Is that back leg? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, when you get a little bit on your toes, then sort of see the weight sort of just go a little on your left toe, sort of tip forward a little bit. Okay, with more that sort of movement, that rising up there. It's almost like you just sort of go, just your weight going from your left heel there, sort of towards your toe. So, but that's just me sort of
keep it a bit more flat.
That's I'm kind of like clutching at straws. To be fair, overall, to be fair, though, it's a decent movement there. Okay, I think at the moment, yes, the speed's a bit slow, which is fine. It's fine. We're just building up in that so you can get more speed. Once you get the speed down here now, that kind of snap of the club here.
That snap will start.
Yeah, the you can see it. You can see there with impact. There's impact. Your shoulders are nice and square. Yeah. Where was you in the bag before? You were sort of this place at impact. Your club was there at impact, and your chest would have been kind of over there somewhere, really twisting through. It will twist through eventually, but if it does it too early, the sequence is going to be after. Okay, so yeah, so getting that movement there from the top is going to be key. Setup wise, as we said, was good apart from grip pressure, gripping it a little bit tight, and the grip pressure just makes it very hard for you to move. Okay, so that wasn't too bad there. That was the problem. That big drop there, you're losing your height. You just like I say, pulling the lavatory chain or pulling something down there like a weight. And again, a lot of energy going into that shot, and then it comes to the golf ball, not a lot of effort. All your power's gone, and you've lost it. Yeah,
so just to get back into
looser, keep your height.
I don't mind the grind, me.
It's good, mate. Yeah, exactly.
As a indicator for me of where that arm position should be.
Okay.
Is to get.
So when you say which arm we talk about, just so you know which we're discussing, left or right arm.
So it'll be this.
Your lead arm, left arm, yeah. Okay.
Arm, so it's for me.
So a bit more turn with your torso now. There you go. Good.
So it's not because that's what I'm trying to do. Is just a little.
What I wouldn't suggest.
That's the one you can see basically when you.
Don't keep the arms straight. Focus on where your hands are relative to your body, okay? So your hands are staying further from the body. If you try and lock your left arm, you'll now start gripping things tighter and locking things. So it's allowed to bend a little bit.
A natural bend, like you would in your knees.
Exactly.
But not...
Yeah, exactly. It can bend, not hinge, basically. That's the key thing.
Not locking out, but just as you would lift anything, you'd have a natural...
Yeah, I mean, if you think when you walk down the street, your arms are kind of swinging from your shoulder, there's a little bit of a bend in your arms. Anything that's got any locking...
This one will dictate.
Yeah, exactly. So your lead arm is going to be certainly extended, but your right arm will be bending quite a bit, okay, as you turn your torso. But on the way through, it's the opposite. So your left arm... your hips can rotate, your arms have that right shoulder. Now your arms are going to fall down there, hit the ground, and you basically, when you went through there, you throw your left arm over your shoulder. Your left arm now bends and your right arm is kind of extended, yeah? There you go. Yeah, on the not so much rolling over, just more of like an unhinging. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about so much about that post impact at the moment, Andrew, to be fair, so we again adding too much thought. Mainly
this is my checkpoint now, because the last week was just make sure that
knee's moving in, which is doing better now, to be fair, yeah.
Well, I'll keep doing that, because that's just...
It's always going to be something to keep checking and going back on, I would say.
Because that just gets my hips moving, as I say, they're set in stone.
Yeah, twist the torso and get those arms working up nice and high, and then from there, they just fall.
That there rather than there's a
exactly,
in my thought process after that, it's just...
just fall and switch the club. Yeah, no, exactly. And that is basically... Gravity then is on your side, Momentum and speed is being created rather than you trying to force it,
My thought for the next week is just keep that arm up, not
arms up high, hands away from the chest, I guess,
just let it drop, and then over time I start.
And find a comfort speed that you can make contact with, and just go, okay, I'll go a bit faster. I mean, if you were throwing a ball from me to you, you wouldn't have much of a speed with your arm. But if I said throw it to the shop down there, you just swing your arm faster. So you start learning to control the arm speed. At the moment now, it's a bit on the slower side, which is fine. In time, you just get faster and faster and faster, so you get more club head speed. Yeah, okay, mate.